to do an exercise that I've done with some students. I've joked my whole life that I understand kids way more than I understand adults. Adults scare me. But anyway, so what we're going to do, we have a little time, is civil discourse in politics, right? The ability to disagree. We're having a really hard time with that, aren't we? Do you agree? Do you think I'm right about that? There's a lot of name calling, a lot of yelling. So let's do this. I think that you guys are smarter than most adults. That's why I chose to come here as a volunteer to talk to you. And so I want you to help me come up with some rules. What should we be thinking about? What are our rules for talking about politics? Just holler no. Say what? I know you're louder than that.
Don't interrupt others.
Thank you. No interrupting. What else? How can you be open-minded? Examples? Okay, so we're going to respect their opinions, but be able to argue them using what? What else? Respect and, are we going to make stuff up? Facts. Facts. Okay, next. Somebody had a hand up over here. No? You scared now? My son used to say when he was little, I'm a scared. Yes?
You might hear from an adult?
Yes, I can hear from an adult.
Recognize the right and the need for a free media.
Free media?
Yeah.
Yeah. But when you're like, I don't know, Friday night, I know you're probably not arguing about politics, but maybe with your parents at the dinner table. I know I used to argue with my family all the time. I was anyway, I come from a fairly conservative, my dad was in the Air Force for 24 years, so I come from a fairly conservative family. And I just for fun, I just like to argue, just to argue with him. But I never called my dad names. Never called him a fat guy or anything. What? So do you think that should be something? Should we? I mean, because honestly, there are people who call each other names, and they think that that's okay. So is that okay here? And these are your rules, not mine. Is it? You think so? Yeah. All right. Now, what else? Now, in my family, you can hear us in the next county. We're a loud, loud, loud family. And when I used to be the soccer and softball and Girl Scout coach, I would always have to tell the kids, I'm not yelling at you, I just happen to be loud. So, what do you do when someone starts yelling at you in an argument? Is it productive? Yes. No, go ahead. So no yelling? I mean, maybe we can just not yell. We can just kind of keep it. I mean, remember, did anybody watch Friends? And he would always go, right? Now, because I'm loud, occasionally my friends, and they are my friends, and we're in a safe space when we start to talk about these things, they'll tell me. They'll say, hey, Heidi, kind of getting a little, right? So we have to, for me, I have to be willing to accept when someone is directing me that I'm crossing the line. But that's hard to do. I hate to be shushed. I don't want to be shushed. But there are ways to talk to each other so that we can kind of maintain and be within our rules. Any other rules that you guys want to have? We don't have to have a ton of them. I mean, I think that these are good ones. I mean, basically, no interrupting, be open-minded. To me, this is one we do all the time. I was recently at a League of Women Voters had their national convention here in Chicago. And League happens to be, unfortunately, primarily middle-aged white ladies, and we're really working hard to change that. And so we had a panel discussing why it is that we do not have more diverse members. And a black woman on the panel said, white women like to interrupt everybody, and y'all have to be better. And so I think that this is really an important one. So no interrupting, be open-minded, respect everybody's opinions, argue using your facts, respect the free media, no name calling, no yelling. Does anybody have anything to add? Yes? Oh. You gonna come join League of Women Voters for me? You gonna run for office? Because I like that. So what does that mean to you, to be comfortable being uncomfortable? Right. You have to, and sometimes the only way we can get real work done is to be uncomfortable. I think that that's something that those of us who are in League, we've been kind of uncomfortable ourselves as we've tried to become more diverse. And it's not just a diversity in terms of color. For us, it's a diversity in terms of age, because we don't have a lot of youth in our organization. And so it's been something that I've really worked at. So now I actually have students in my League as young as 13 who are sometimes telling us how it is. Anything else? Well, I think that these are great rules, and I think that if we could get all of our politicians to follow these rules, we'd all be in a much, much better place. And I really thank you for your time, and I think you'll enjoy the rest of the forum.